Toa is acting out her part as the lover for me in her own way, I suppose.
こうやって休日に駅前まで出てくるとさ
With sleepy looking eyes, Toa looks over the waves of people moving back and forth as she hugs my arm.
世の中どんだけ暇なんだって思うよね
The station's crowded because everyone here is going to and from places with their own goals in mind.
物は言いようだね
This is the greatest gap between the little sister in the manga and in real life. If I portrayed the little sister to be as apathetic as she is, even the most patient and understanding reader would probably just outright drop the manga.
それで水族館ってどこのに行くのまさかとは思うけどサンシャイニング
That's exactly the place. It's nice and close, right?
いいけど電車で座れなかったら次の駅で降りるからね
The first big hurdle's been cleared, it looks like. She sits beside me, remaining quiet while engrossed in a smartphone game. I steal a side glance or two once in a while.
ちギルドランクが落ちてるこれはギルド民に重税を課すしかないね
For now, there isn't a single thing I can use as reference for my manga. This is going to be Toa's first time at an aquarium. I have high hopes for this. Maybe her eyes will sparkle as she goes, "The fish are so beautiful, wow!" Or perhaps she'll get incredibly excited during the penguin show. I'd better keep my eyes glued to Toa the entire time. I suppose the manga itself is nothing but an excuse. Whoops, we are just about there, Toa.
もうちょっと
I can't. Because this is our first date as a couple. To get straight to the point, I underestimated the aquarium. I'd known and prepared myself for it, but this is certainly on the level of serving as material for the manga.
お兄ちゃん
I'm right here! I'm holding your hand. You can feel it, right? Who could possibly have imagined that the aquarium would attract such a large crowd on a weekend?
前が見えない
If you suddenly stop, you're going to cause trouble for the people behind you, so just keep moving for now. There's nowhere to simply stand still and watch the fish tanks. Even I've been getting pushed around by the wave of people, so it must be worse for Toa. What with her small frame and all, she might not even have seen a single fish since we got inside.
帰る
I'm not sure what kind of fish that is.
たかが魚にみんなはなんでこんなに必死なの前世は魚類なの
They say all living beings originally came from the sea.
そんな下船の民と私を一緒にされても困るし
My little sister, who should have been born from the same person as I have, sure is saying something nonsensical.
私の場合は天から降臨したから別枠
Uh-huh. So you're an angel then?
私に前世の力が残ってればこの場に裁きの雷を降らせてるとこなんだけどね
Uh-oh, Toa's just about reached the limit of her stress. As it stands, Toa already hates being around crowds. It hits me that my thought process as an author unconsciously makes me think that I should put an issue like this in the manga. Just a little farther and there should be a rest spot. Let's go escape the crowds there.
避難口に繋がってるの
This isn't an amusement park haunted house.
だったらそんなところで休んでも仕方ないじゃんプロ工事じゃん
Doesn't resting in itself have some meaning?
休むって言ったって寝転がれるわけでも芋があるわけでもないでしょ
Because this isn't our house.
朝の時点で感じてた嫌な予感はどうやら正解だったみたいだね
Sorry to make you do something so far removed from what you're used to.
嫌がらせで連れてきたわけじゃないんだし謝らなくても別にいいけどさ
As she whispers closely enough that our faces are almost touching each other, we finally get to a vacant spot. Here we go. Excuse us. There we go. Perhaps because the park had just opened, there's still an unoccupied bench, so we sit.
暑かった 肉の熱って本当に不愉快。
A little too frank now, aren't we? I get what you mean though. Although it wasn't mentioned by Toa, I do have to wonder why everyone here is so crazy about it. After getting away from the lines of people, seeing the tightly packed crowds almost instills a feeling of fear in me. Really, sorry about just dragging you someplace where you are out of your element, only to have it end up like this.
そうだね。ここにいる人たちみんなワープ機能で転送してやりたいよね。
Well, that I'm not too keen on. I rubbed Toa's back, her anger still not abated. I'm the one who didn't do any research and just brought you here like this.
あんまりそうやって塩らしくされちゃうと文句が言いづらくなるんだけど。
Were you the type to let that even bother you?
全然そんなことはなかったんだけどさ。一応は恋人だからね。
Every time Toa says something like that, she always makes sure to avert her gaze from me.
初デートなわけだし、お兄ちゃんが張り切ってたのも知ってるしね。
Saw right through me, eh?
そのくせ朝はあんなだったのってツッコミは許可してあげる。
I kind of figured that, unlike me, you're the type to really do your research first to make things easier for yourself. Had Toa known all this would happen, she would have completely lost interest.
それで水族館ってどこのに行くの？まさかとは思うけどサンシャイニング？
That's exactly the place. It's nice and close, right?
いいけど電車で座れなかったら次の駅で降りるからね。
Yeah, now that I think about it, she clearly did lose all her energy back there. Let's just leave.
へこみすぎだし、収穫ゼロで帰ったらそれこそ何のために来たのかわかんないじゃん。
Huh? Did I just hear a proactive remark coming from you?
私は待ってるから見ておいで。
Oh, I see now.
なんか面白そうなものがあったらそれだけ見るから後で教えて。
Roger that. Well, I guess that lets us meet
ゆ
midway.
っくりでいいよ。ゲームやってるから。
I've taken my reference pictures and I've also experienced the atmosphere of an aquarium on the weekend. In terms of material gathered, I suppose it's so-so. Now that the sun's close to setting, the ebb and flow of people has slowed down, letting Toa and I look at a strangely colored octopus. We even buy matching straps, like a couple of sightseers from out of town. Now I can't even laugh at you. I'm absolutely exhausted after just a little outing. Couples all over the world have dates like this practically every week with a different plan every time. I'm just blown away, seriously. I hold nothing but respect for those couples going in and out of the station with expressions of happiness and fulfillness. What do we do for dinner? I don't really feel like cooking. How about we head to Mia's?
いいよ、ピザで。ジャーマンポテトピザとポテトフライとやっぱいいや、なんでも。
You okay?
死にはしない。
Of course not. You only went on a date to the aquarium. Well, I do feel bad about pushing you so hard. Sorry about that.
たまにはね。
I owe you one for today. Next time, I'll do anything you tell me to, alright?
お兄ちゃんが私の言うことを聞くなんて当たり前でしょ？
You sure got me there.
わかったらほら、そこにしゃがむ。
Rather than talking back, remaining quiet and squatting down with my back toward Toa is unfortunately my habit now. I feel a weight I'm accustomed to carrying on my back, as if it's the most natural thing in the world.
今日は疲れちゃったからね。
So she isn't going to mention taking a taxi or anything. Of course, I'd have enough of a mind not to suggest doing that either. I think everyone's been giving us curious looks since I started carrying Toa from the station. It sounds like there are some people who are even laughing.
お兄ちゃん、揺れが強い。 もっと宝石を扱うみたいにデリケートかつナイーブに運搬してよ。
Would something even happen if I shook a jewel?
ああ言えばこういうお兄ちゃんだね。じゃあケーキでも運んでるつもりになって。
Another person, a lady walking her dog around, looks at us with an "oh my" look on her face, but Toa doesn't pay her any heed. Well then, that's no problem for me either. You were so exhausted just a bit ago, but you look pretty energetic now.
まあね。
For some reason, Toa acts all triumphant and pinches my cheeks from behind.
おんぶしてもらっちゃえば安らぎ度は部屋のベッドと大差ないからね。
You sure know how to make someone smile?
今ので喜ぶってことはお兄ちゃんは私のペットとして生きていきたいってこと？
Not even as your bed. And to add to that, I'm the one who feels like the owner here.
手間がかかるくらいが可愛いんでしょ？
You're cute regardless.
そっか。
She presses her breasts up against my back, then relaxes. The way she clings to me is a familiar feeling. It's something we've done on countless occasions. Our alone time.
恋人とか言ってもあんまり変わった気がしないね。
Any sudden changes will come as they go.
そういうものかな。
Yeah, it is. We're perfectly fine staying this way. Because I'm so happy like this.
こうしてると一人みたいだね。
With the sun setting, Toa, who's on my back as I walk down the road that stretches out before the two of us, points.
こんな風にさ。
Yeah. I want to keep walking like this. We communicate without speaking, sometimes laughing together as we walk leisurely on our way back home. And with the Aquarium Date episode, Did It Scramble continues to receive high ratings. It's Monday, July 5th. Our closing homeroom period ends and everyone leaves the classroom as if they're competing to see who can exit first.
なるみ、今日も生徒会？
No plans today. You need anything with us?
この間のクラス会議で夏休みの取り組みみたいなのを決めろって言ってたじゃん。あれ、期限いつか聞いといて。
This weekend.
おう、サンキュー。なるみも生徒会役員っぽくなってきたね。
Summer vacation, eh? The manga seems to have transitioned well, but this summer feels like it'll end with me just drowning myself in work. Takatsuka-san once remarked, "Summer vacation sure is wonderful for the editorial department." Toa loves being at home too, so she'd never suggest having me bring her somewhere to hang out. Personally, I'd like to make a memory or two.
トキ帰んの？暇なら本屋付き合ってくんねえかな。
You can read words?
文字なんか読むわけねえだろ。漫画買いに行くんだよ。
漫画にも文字はあるでしょ。
細かいことはいいんだよ。ったく委員長は妹でもないくせにうるさいな。
Little sister?
おうよ。俺ってば最近妹に目覚めちゃってさ。うわ
気にするな。なんでも漫画の影響らしい。
いいじゃねえか、漫画の影響で。デレスク最高。
What's with this persistent sweat running down my spine?
閉じてた目が開いた気分っていうのかな。なんていうの？俺は都合のいい女にならされてたね。愛ってそういうのじゃないんだよな。言葉でも態度でもなく伝わる思いっての。
また気持ち悪いこと言い出したんだけど、なるみどうにかしなさいよ。
It's not like this is the first time he's done it, so even if you tell me to do something, I'm kind of at a loss.
俺はついにバイブルを見つけたね。しかも作者が美少女ってのがいい。
But the author who granted this man the Bible is right in front of him. Not that I can or will say it. He'd probably beat me half crazed. Well, Prez is the one doing the art, so he's not entirely off the mark.
妹が欲しいです。
Now his eyes have glazed over.
ドハマりってやつだな。
Although I prepared myself thinking that Masato was also influenced, he instead made a rather bitter expression.
俺はいまいちだったけどな。あの子見たとこ体重3桁ないだろ。
Hell no, she isn't.
おお、その反応。さてはお前読者だな。
Well, I kind of maybe sort of am, but maybe also not.
いいよな妹。
He starts slapping my shoulders like we are the best of friends and shines his pearly whites at me.
俺の人生に足りなかったものってあれなんだよね。兄を兄だから愛してくれる的な。絆。
Shut up already.
はい、この人全然分かってません。兄失格。
He pushes me away.
ああ、俺もあんな風に愛されたいよ。俺の妹はどこにいるの？
お母さんにでも聞きなさい。
あ、小太郎に頼んだら妹になってくれるかな。
Are you trying to cross swords with the girls in the swing club again?
待て、それってヒントじゃない。小太郎を綺麗な体のままにしておきたかったら俺の妹になってもらおうか。ダメかな。
You're just tired, man.
ダメか。どこかにわんぱくでわがままだけど甘えん坊でお兄ちゃん依存の強い妹とかいないかな。
Well, they do exist, I suppose. Either way, I really don't want to buy an anthology of my own manga, so I slowly slip out of the conversation. Hearing them talk about my own work is just really embarrassing. I can't believe even Saru ended up liking that type of little sister. What's happened has happened, so readers will end up looking at Toa, rather, Kaede, inappropriately. They're different people though, she doesn't exist in real life. As such thoughts run through my mind, I hear a notification from the smartphone in my pocket. Oh, got a text. It's from the little sister who does exist in real life. There's no student council meeting today, so I'm leaving with Mihiro. I don't need any dinner, just eat whatever you want to, like some cup noodles. She says, whatever, then insists I have cup noodles. The fact that she went out of her way to actually let me know is a sign of progress, however.
あ、お前何先に出てんだよ。本屋行くって言ったろ。
Yeah, yeah. My little sister isn't going to say anything cute like, I'm home, vowel extension by me. Upon hearing the door opening, I shut the light novel I have and stand up. Welcome back. You sure took your time before getting back, huh?
うむ。
At least say I'm home or something. She ignores my retort, then tosses what she's holding onto the table. Now that I look at it closer, it's the usual blue plastic bag from the rental shop. You went to Tsutaya?
みひろが映画借りに行くって言うから付き合ったの。
That anime?
これだからオタクは。アニメばっかり見てるとクリエイターとしての質が下がるよ。たまにはと思ってホラー映画借りてきた。
Seems like I visibly cringed when she said that. I'm not really too into those.
苦手なものを避けて回ってるとクリエイターとしての質が下がるよ。
I know that.
安心しなよ。一緒に見てあげるから。
Tua pats my shoulders and casually opens up the plastic bag from Tsutaya. What you read? Oof!
呪言ザ・ファイナルにしてみた。
The grudge of the ring. This is the hella scary kind. People were sending in complaints that even the trailers were too scary. They traumatized me so much that I still have fresh memories of jumping at sounds I hear late at night. At least make it a comedic splatter horror or something.
クリエイターとして
I'll watch it. Even though she knows I'm terrible with horror movies. She sometimes springs these surprises on me without warning. I can never underestimate her.
所詮は作り物の世界だと思えば平気でしょ。
Even if you tell me that.
撮影中にスタッフ死んだらしいけど。
Please stop with the advance information.
大丈夫。普通に老衰だったみたいだから。
How exactly is that fine? Just how much of that is true? She is unnaturally expressionless, so I can't help but get cold feet.
ほら、早くセッティングして。 コーラとポテチも忘れずにね。
You're planning to eat potato chips while watching a horror movie? It doesn't look like I can escape our film appreciation session. I sigh reluctantly. It's been a while since I last did, and go to get the chips and soda ready while Tor changes.